This is Bob with RealTVFilms.com. We're in Austin, Texas, covering the South by Southwest Film Festival. We've got one of the co-producers, correct? Writer-producer of this film, Second Skin, Victor Pineiro Escoriaza.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Welcome to Austin. Tell me a little bit about your experience and your involvement with this film.
The seed for the film was kind of born from a friend of mine who was really into this game, and he bought me the game. We got into it, one of these virtual world games, MMOs, and I watched as his real life kind of fell down the toilet, but at the same time, his virtual life was going through the roof. He was the mayor of the largest town in this huge city, and he just had like 500 people who were calling him all the time and emailing him all the time, like, oh, I need help. He was like this amazing leader half of the day. The other half of the day, he was late for school. He was running back home to get on the computer and jack in for 2 minutes, and it was really neat. And my brother and I got so inspired by it. We just thought the tension between his real life and this other life is amazing. So we jumped aboard the project, and since then I've been writing it, which means obviously just structuring it in early on and doing a lot of the outlining stuff, and then bringing it back to Juan and Peter, and then we'll look over everything. We've just been looking over each other's shoulders the whole process and doing this. So. Well,
it's got to be exciting. Now, I know Juan is your brother.
Yep.
Is the director of this film.
Yep.
How well do you guys collaborate? I mean, you're brothers. Do you get a chance to just, if you don't like something he's doing, just hit him or, donk him? How do you guys get along, I guess?
Yeah. When the Coen brothers accepted the Academy Award, they had this awesome, really short speech where he was like, we were making movies since we were like 5 years old, and being up here, it's honestly never been different. And that's the way it feels. We've been making movies since we were, I think, 6. And we've always got along really well, God knows why. So we've been collaborating so long, it doesn't even feel like we're collaborating. We're just, hanging out and doing what we've always been doing.
Well, that's got to be a thrill to be here actually with him and doing this whole festival. He was telling me about his excitement with it, and maybe you can tell me a little bit about your excitement with it.
Yeah, I'm just thrilled that we got into South by Southwest. We've had our eyes set on this for God knows how long, maybe more than a year. It just seemed like the perfect place. Here we are coming back to our hometown where we grew up as little kids. Right. Here we are at a festival that's half about technology, and just we know the exact audience we want is right here, and the excitement is palpable out there. And I've just been riding on this wave. I don't think I've slept in 2 days. It's been great.
Yeah, I'm sure it has. Now, one of the questions getting back to the film, do you find more men, more women, or is it equal in this environment of gaming online?
It's kind of a tricky question. Equal amounts of men and women when you're looking at the avatars. Right. That said, I believe that more than half of the female avatars are played by men. So there's really only, in the real world, we're talking about 1 out of 10 gamers is usually a woman, depending on the game, but just about that. But inside the virtual world, it's about halvesies.
Right.
And it's an interesting thing because a lot of guys, they say, why do you play a girl? Is it, you bring out your feminine side? No. If I play a woman, everybody gives me treasure. Everybody's throwing gold at me. It's great being a girl. Right. So it's an interesting situation.
Hi, this is Juan Carlos.
And Victor.
And we're from Second Skin. And
My name's Sean Stalzer, and I'm Dragons. I'm the Guildmaster of the Syndicate.
Members of the Syndicate are from all over the world. We have a number of European members. We have a number in Australia.
We have 600 individual members.
The Syndicate started as a collection of people who are going to play online games. It has developed into a virtual community.
People don't think sometimes that these relationships are real, but they are.
It's more than just logging in and playing games.
I actually look at it like a family.
And we're like old friends, because we are.
Lately, I hang out with people online a whole lot more than I do with people in real life.
Most of my friends are definitely from the guild.
If you consider everybody in the guild a friend, that's 570 people. That's pretty damn tough to top in real life,
Working with Juan, your brother, does it just energize you to do something more and more and keep working? Have you got other projects in the works?
Oh man, this has been the best thing to happen in our lives. This is the culmination of everything we wanted to do. After I graduated from college, I jumped into film, got really scared off by it, thought I was starting at the bottom, then I jumped into teaching, and I love teaching. Did it for 6 years, and then while I'm teaching, my brother and I are making short films on the side. We're kind of trying to work the thing, and finally we decided, you know what? we're just gonna have to go for it. Let's just go into debt for 2 years and see what happens. And now we're in monstrous debt, but we're also in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest.
That's right.
Completely worth it.
Well, we've heard it's a terrific film. I haven't seen it yet. We're going to hopefully see it before we leave. I know that people can go to see the trailer online. And we wish you the best of success.
Thanks
and maybe we'll see you next time with the next film.
I sure hope so.
I do too, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks.